can stop you from being deceived. If you try to find out what's up my sleeve, you can figure out what a bag of means. If you try, nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can stop you from being deceived. Nothing can.
What's up, my good brother?
What's up, man? Hey, it had me nervous for a second. I thought it was gonna do that thing again, bro. Instagram got me scarred, man. I'm like a beat-on relationship woman, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No doubt.
Don't
What's
do.
the word?
Man, I'm good, man. How you doing tonight? Heck, what's the knowledge? Dre, I seen Dre jump on that. Dre, what's the knowledge?
Okay.
Let's see, Nuke Money.
What's good, bro?
O Block in the building. What's the knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Zilla, what's the knowledge? Who else on here? J2 Jazzy, what's the knowledge? Faded with Honor, what's the knowledge? We getting everybody on real quick.
Sure.
So, as you guys know, it's going to be an enormous episode. I'm feeling out of place, man. I'm feeling out of place because I was looking around the house and I felt like I had a faded culture hat in here somewhere, but I don't think I did.
Mm-hmm.
I found a salute the barber hat. I found a barber city hat, but I need to give me some faded culture.
Man, no doubt. Me too.
I gotta get it. I gotta get to it. All the way from the A. What's going on? All the way from the A.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Big Mike Smoke. Big Mike, what's going on, bro? So, yeah, man, before we get these brothers on here, because I know they busy, they probably breaking away from everything they got to do to get on.
Right.
The question is, how excited are you for this episode, man? This is an enormous, people don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
This is an enormous episode right now.
Absolutely.
This one is going to be big. Like, this is one of those, them ground shakers, you know what I'm saying? This is one of those.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For me, you know, because I've been love from Hawaii, coldest.
Love
everybody
from Hawaii. Shout out Coldest. Shout out, what is it?
Yes, sir.
It's Fred, I want to say MIRFR triple D with the 3 Ds in that thing.
Yeah.
Man,
you wanna send them a
there they go right there. So as soon as you got, listen, that's what happened when you walk with guys. You know, you speak things right into existence.
Yes, sir.
Faded culture, we finna get you on this thing. Let me shoot this request out.
Sir, I'm super excited, man, because when we were at CT, when we had broke off a little bit. What's good, my brother?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Right, how you doing,
Good.
man?
Living, man.
Good, man. How are y'all?
Man,
We good. We good.
Let me set this up right here.
Okay.
Oh,
We got both hands of the, yeah. That was gonna be my next question, man. I was gonna ask Ash, are we gonna get both of the brothers on, or is it gonna be one half representing the other half?
Right.
yeah.
Big salute to you, brothers, man. We first and foremost, we always like to give our flowers to y'all. We appreciate you so much for taking the time out to jump on with us and talk to the people, get them an insight of who you are, man. After seeing y'all, I knew who you were, but after seeing what y'all put together at CT, it blew my mind as far as what was capable in this industry. So I cannot wait to dive into this thing. I'm gonna let Ash open this one up, man, because I know how much how much he appreciate what y'all do, man. So I'm gonna let Ashwin take this one.
Thank you.
What's going on, fellas, man? Super excited to get you guys on, man. For everybody on here who doesn't know, iCutMyWayOut podcast. This evening we have Faded Culture. For all of those that don't know, man, not only are they barbers, they have their apparel and product brand, and it is off the chain.
Right.
You guys were in Connecticut, and your booth was bananas. Just to let you know, before we dive in, you guys really inspired me. I was telling you guys when I talked to you, I started an apparel brand in 2018 called Beard Culture, right? And so to see you guys, like I kind of fell back. It was pushing at first, and you know, to see you guys and how hard and the team that you assembled and how you guys came together, man, it just put a battery in my back. And not only did it tell me that it can be done, but also that you can stretch far beyond the chair and do some things that don't consist of cutting, but do it through platform. Because at some point in time, we all have to come behind the chair, because a lot of people who don't cut don't know, man. After a while, man, this is really taxing on the body.
For sure.
So you guys, man, tell everybody who you are, and let's start to roll out. Let's start from the barbering perspective and transition our way into what you guys went into with this faded culture, man. I've been watching your marketing, and me and my son cut together in the shop, and we were talking about your marketing and promotion, and it was just, man, you guys, this thing is, if it hasn't already, it's really, y'all getting ready to do some heavy things.
Already,
man.
Doing it.
I mean, but on a whole nother level, because this is bigger than just barbering.
Oh, most definitely.
Because everybody relates to what it is that we do as barbers, but you guys, you're into some heavyweight things. So, man, we're going to hand the floor over to you guys, man.
Making me blush, bro. The compliments. Thank y'all, man. I really appreciate it.
Sure, man. Appreciate
Really
that.
grateful.
So yeah, I mean, did you want me to start off by just saying, like,
First tell us who you are,
okay,
and just kind of go from there.
okay, yeah. So I'm Sergio Barron. This is my brother Adrian Barron. We started cutting hair.
Okay.
Well, that's when I kind of started. My brother, what, you were?
4 years, about 13.
Probably like 13 years, like probably 4 years after me, 3 years after me. And yeah, and then that's kind of how it started. Was honestly, it started with me learning how to cut my own hair.
Okay.
That's how I first picked up the clipper, and then from there I kind of started growing a passion for it. And then from there, it's just, you know, cutting friends that I grew up with. They would see that I would cut my own hair, and they would be like, "Hey, well, just cut my hair." And from there, you know, clients just kind of grew on me. I guess they saw the passion I had for it. I don't know if it's a little OCD thing that we have. It's like anything I did, I wanted to do it like right. And I guess people would see that. And then with that, like, my clientele grew. And then, yeah, that's kind of how my barbering thing kind of jumped off. Kind of same thing for him.
Okay. So were you guys in the same shop?
Yeah, so actually we never were at a shop. We so I started cutting hair when I was probably 7th grade summer, going to 8th grade. I was young. I was probably like 13 years old. That's when I first picked up the clipper. So by the time I got out of high school and actually went to get my barber license, and by the time I got certified, I had already built up a clientele, and I had already built an extra room behind our parents' home, where we had already kind of established our stations and everything there, and we had already our clientele, so it didn't make sense for us to go pay booth rent or commission when we just could keep everything ourselves. Instead, we just kind of started paying rent there at home. That makes sense.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So you entered barbering with an entrepreneurial setup from the gate.
Yeah.
From the gate. So first I gotta say this, right? Let me put this out there, because I know everybody that's viewing is saying the same thing. We need both of y'all in the camera, bro, because y'all got the fake culture. We need to see the heat, bro. Like, we need to see that heat that y'all got, bro.
We gotta
Second thing I want to say is, for to be that many years of cutting, both of you brothers look extremely young, relatively young. I wouldn't have never placed that many years on your experience being, you know, barbers in the industry. And I think from that, what it makes me think is, when I went down your page and I seen how you guys promote the brand, and I seen how you present the brand to the public, they say the number one thing you want to do is don't sell merchandise, sell a culture.
Man,
if anybody has nailed that, I mean, to the cross, y'all done nailed that to the cross. So I'm interested in knowing, how are you continuing to do that, because that can become stagnant after a while. Once you've been doing it for so long, I can imagine that it becomes a little bit more difficult to keep recreating the brand where you're selling the coaching. And then when I went to CT, bro, like I said, I seen so many faded culture. I'm not talking about people just got on a hat. I'm talking about the hat, the shirt, shorts, faded culture book bags. And it's like, damn, bro, is that, I thought y'all was a like a sports clip, like a real big brand barbershop or something. I'm like, faded culture can't just be one brand. They gotta be like, they gotta be like the Anders of the Clipper world, where they support and they promote other shops or something. And then I found out it's two twin brothers who've been putting pressure and putting their foot on the neck for a long time. So I need to know, how are y'all staying that creative and pushing the identity of the culture?
I mean, I guess I could say is we've always liked pushing that brotherhood into our brand. You know what I'm saying? Unity, and kind of just, you know what I'm saying? Letting anybody and everybody be a part of it if they want to. You know, if they show they want to ride with the brand, you know, we kind of just bring them along. You know, like, come hang out with us.
Right.
Kind of respect everybody. We put respect as one of our top, you know, like, morals. Like, we value that. And I don't know, as far as that, it's like everything has just, the culture just gravitates towards. I guess they just feel that energy that we kind of put out.
Yeah.
And it just reciprocates, you know?
No doubt.
It definitely shines through from the way that you guys present what you do. I want to ask this question. This is a less serious question, because I got to know, right?
Yeah.
Being you brothers are twin brothers, right?
No,
not twin brothers.
Okay.
No, I don't know why the internet been saying y'all twins. The internet is pushing the that y'all are twin brothers.
we get that a lot. Who looks older?
So what's the age difference?
It's 4 years.
4 years.
You're the
Hey,
oldest,
brother.
You're the oldest, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Gotta be. You know why I say you're the oldest? Not because you're the person that's pushing the agenda and talking, but your little brother is like my little brother, bro. They gonna play the background and smile, but that's the one you gotta watch. That brother in the back, that's the one you gotta watch.
I could tell after you guys said that, kind of by your body language, it's like, okay, I'm gonna let Big Bro lead the way, and you know. Okay.
So whose idea was it to transition from barbering into the clothing?
So I was getting ready to go right there.
So I don't think it was like a steady like an idea of let's transition to clothing brand. It kind of just happened that way. Mm-hmm. You know how like every barbershop has like their clothing brand to like promote the barbershop.
Right.
Kind of started. We never really had the idea let's sell shirts or whatever. That kind of just came about through our clients. Clients just kind of wanted to represent us. Mm-hmm. They would just kind of tell us like, hey man, y'all should make shirts to promote y'all. And like I said, we never had a barbershop, but people would always hashtag, because our last name's Barron, so they would just hashtag Barron's Barbershop.
Right.
And it would be like, y'all should just make Barron's Barbershop t-shirts. And we're just like, oh, okay, like, you know, we didn't know what we were getting into, but we was just like, okay, well, let's just go do that. So we just kind of went basic in the beginning. We just sourced out some t-shirts. We slapped the logo on it, and they sold out, and everybody liked our design, and everybody was like, man, keep making more. And that's when we started seeing, okay, there's potential in making clothing, you know, like people want it, there's a demand for it. So from there, that's when we kind of released, like, probably want to say like a handful of shirts, just kind of promoting Barron's barbershops, or they would just kind of say like any funny slogans or anything that had to do with barbering. Mm-hmm. After that, we just kind of figured like, man, this is kind of like people are wanting it. Let's just kind of, we didn't want to keep putting out just Barron's barbershop. I wanted to put out a clothing brand that everybody can wear and feel proud out of the barbershop and kind of wear it out, not just for promotional purposes or whatnot.
Right.
So that's when we kind of went to the drawing board and said like, well, let's think of a name. Let's start finding actually better quality clothing, shirts, better. Let's start researching how to better brand ourselves, and that's kind of how we fell into the rabbit hole of taking it more serious.
Okay, so
crazy.
With that being said, so you start making the transition. So how did the name Faded Culture come about? I know when we were talking about CT, you said you guys started with Faded, and then found out in the trademark process that name, you know, was gone. But then you use the culture. So how did that come about? You knew that just adding the culture was a hit.
Well, I mean, the way, honestly, it wasn't really a lot of thought into adding culture, just because it came so naturally, in the sense of like, we already knew, because we had like a small social media following at the time, and it was kind of already culture. So it kind of just, there wasn't much thought to that. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, we knew we needed to add a word to Faded, and it's like, click. And we're just like, you know what I'm saying? Culture.
The more I hear you two gentlemen talk, man, and thank you for jumping in, little bro, because we was waiting for it. I seen it back there working. We was waiting for it. The more I hear you gentlemen talk, and the more I hear your story, I would say that, you ever heard the saying when people say, I didn't choose the game chose me?
Right.
Yeah. Boy, that y'all identify with that. Y'all identify with that. To go from cutting hair, and you say in your mom's back, man, we just gonna cut hair. We gonna get good at this. Just me and my big bro and me and my little bro, we gonna do this. To your clientele building up enough where it's like, man, let's promote it a little bit. Let's throw out a little clothing brand. See what that do to help people promote us and what we got going on. It's like every time you guys put your foot into something, God is blessing you by opening 6 doors instead of 1 door, right? Now, I want to ask you this. I got to ask you this. How does it feel knowing that you guys are still growing? Like you haven't hit the pinnacle. You're still growing. There's people still finding out about Faded culture right now in this very moment. There's people finding out about Faded culture. How does that feel?
I mean, honestly, I mean, it feels great. First and foremost, you know, it's a blessing to see how many people out there are really recognizing and appreciating the brand and everything we put out. But yeah, I mean, it just feels great. It's a blessing for sure.
Definitely.
Right. So
from this town.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, just especially coming from this town, there's not been a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of noise, a lot of brands like that. So like, it's definitely a blessing, and it's almost to a point where it's like we have something little to give back now. So it's like, for the coming brands around us, we feel very appreciative to give back to those starting or wanting to do what we are currently doing.
Hey man, and there's people just put y'all like rock stars on here. So you know, one of the biggest things that I noticed with you guys, the brand in and of itself, is stuck out, right? It really said something. Then you seen all these people at CT rocking it. You stamped, you had all the big names wearing it. But the most impressive thing outside of you guys' humbleness and willing to talk to people was that you guys traveled the whole weekend with your team. If you seen one, you seen 10 of y'all. 10. Right? And
it's a whole
it takes, and I don't even know his theory. I think it's real talk, and me and Shy talked about it this weekend. In order to build an empire, it takes a team, and everybody has to play their position. And you guys embodied what that meant. At the booth, you had your guy on the turntables doing this thing. You had guys that were talking to people. Everybody was playing that position. So tell us kind of how it works in terms of the art, who's involved, what positions people play, like, and how you brought it together.
So yeah, I mean, the way it came together, just like the people wanted, like our clients wanted us to, it just came about to us. Just kind of like me and my brother in the beginning, we did everything ourselves. You know, we're cutting hair 7 days a week, and then we started a YouTube channel where we started kind of learning how to edit, how to even mess with the camera. We were kind of doing everything ourselves, from printing shirts, from folding, packaging, fulfilling orders, all that. Everything was just us. Stopped working. And then we have a few friends that I guess saw what we were doing and they liked it. And one of them believed in it. Yeah, and they believed in it. The first couple of them were our homies, twins. There's some twins, Richard and Ruben. They were there at the booth at.
That's where I got it.
Where the twins came from. Okay, bet.
Yeah, so I went to high school. We went to high school with them. I've been knowing them since, like, for a long time now. And I was cutting their hair every week for the past, I don't know how many years. And they would always rep the brand. They always, like, you know, would come get haircuts. They get a shirt, and they always liked what we were doing. So at one point they just said, hey man, if y'all ever need help, like, we're down. you know, and we're just kind of like, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We need a lot of help.
We need a lot of help. So, and so yeah, they started coming through, and then they started helping us print shirts, and then little by little, it's just kind of, at first we were trying to like go out and venture out and find people to bring them in and like position them where we need them, because currently right now we're still learning how to like build a team, you know, a solid team to help us grow.
Right.
But it's not easy, you know. It's not easy finding people that are like that have that ambition, that, you know what I'm saying, or have that vision, that or have the sacrifice to like, you know, if we could work right now, you know, they see the potential in the brand, and maybe later, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna pay back 10 times.
Right.
But so little by little, like, that's how we've been kind of building a team. You know what I'm saying? So like, for instance, finding suppliers, that was always a big deal for me. Like I said, we're always cutting hair all day, working all day, and I still have to like stay up at night to like talk to suppliers overseas, and you know, I'd be tired. So then I ran across another friend of mine that would help us print shirts sometimes here and there.
Okay.
And he came in clutch and said, "Hey man, if y'all ever need help, like, I could stay up late. I stay up late anyway. Even if I'm not helping y'all print shirts, I could help talk to suppliers." And hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he jumped on, and he was actually there too at Connecticut. He was helping with the camera.
Yeah.
Film, catch a lot of B-roll scenes, and kind of just to help tell the story of what we're doing.
Hey,
And
so 2 things I want to do is definitely shout out your clients, man. Shout out your clients. Be it that coming through the barbering industry, as all of us on here know, having a committed, solidified, foundational clientele base that not only believe in your visions, but believe in your visions and believe in you enough that they want to see your visions come to fruition is huge in the barbering industry. Now, I don't think enough people really get the recognition to shine that light on their clients like you gentlemen are doing. I think what you're doing is, especially in this interview right now, in this live right now, you're shedding that light, because every time you say something about you guys' success, y'all keep bringing it back to your clientele base. You know, people believed in us. People wanted to see us win. Also, any of the clients that's on here right now, if you got any of them original Faded Culture shirts, listen, your boy is looking to cop. So if you got a 2X original Faded Culture, when they have the barbershop name on it, holla at your boy, hit me in the inbox, because I'm looking to cop. That's a collector's item. If you don't know what you got, let me take it off your hands for you.
About that, last week I had a client, my friend John, he put up with one of our first faded shirts. I just said faded. Like, bro, I was gonna frame this for you, but I didn't have time. But I just wanted to give it back to you. Dude, I haven't seen that shit in. Yeah, I don't even have that shirt. Like,
hey. So how long have you guys been at it, man?
well, with the shirts in general, I mean, damn, that started back like before it was even Faded was even came about. Like when it was just Barron's Barbershop. That was
11. I don't know. I was still in high school.
Yeah, we were still in high school, so I couldn't tell you what year exactly, but it's been like, I don't know, some years, probably like 10 years.
Okay. So you guys, as I'm watching videos and promotion, I'm seeing it looked like you guys, the team was doing the work. So do you guys actually do your own shirts?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's big. That's big.
Right now, our parents' house is basically our warehouse.
That's
Easy in there.
Everybody trips out. They think we have like a big old studio space right now, and we don't. Everything's just out of mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Like our old rooms that we grew up in, like it's full of inventory, boxes. My mom's old room is our office. Like the living room's full of boxes. The
Mom sleeps outside.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Hey, shout out to Mom. Won't Mom do it for you, boy? Won't Mama do it? Mama do it all the time. I do want to get to Beardy Mike's question. He said, "What part of Texas is Faded Culture from?"
San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio. There you go, Faded. I'm gonna pull the next one up, but y'all go ahead, keep on.
That's beautiful too. Not only do you have, because for a lot of us, clients turning after a certain point, they're not even clients. They become your homeboys and then family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For anybody wanting to see you win, you know, that turns into more than just clients. And then for your parents to have your back, so everybody sees this vision and they're going with you and believing in it, man. And that's where it starts. And you got that team and you have a vision, but once people are ready to jump on, because most of the time it's hard to get people to jump on, especially when you ain't putting no money in their hand from the jump. They can't see long range. They need now. So man,
well, you know what? That brings up an interesting question, man, because I was listening to what you gentlemen was saying about you are looking to expand the brand, right? You're looking to expand the brand and bring more people within the fold, the right people within the fold. Let me not say more people, but the right people within the fold who have the best representation of what the brand identifies as. You have to be a positive representation of that brand, because to be a part of a brand that's doing the kind of motion that you got, because you guys got what we like to call real motion. So to align yourself with a brand that got real motion, you have to bring something to the table more than just your desire to wear the clothing, right? I would love for you, this I think will be a great opportunity, because this is going to be all clipped up, put out together. I'll even shoot you guys a copy of it. Look at this camera and tell the person that you're looking for what you're looking for.
Okay, so like as far as like what we like weaknesses that we have right now, I guess.
Yes, sir. Be specific, because God said don't put out a vague answer and expect a clear question. I mean, don't put out a vague question and expect a clear answer. Put it out there specific. I'm looking for somebody 6'4". Yeah. You gotta have this. We need you to understand how to do this. What you want, speak it clear into this camera so the person that need to hear it, hear it.
Okay, so for one, we need I mean, I guess I'll start with the person itself, because you know
the mindset.
The mindset, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody can have a skill, but what comes before that for us is the mindset. You know what I'm saying? The value morals that come with that person, and it would be, you know, someone that's just ambitious. You know what I'm saying? That's willing to like really hone in on their own skill that they or whatever they bring into the table. That they're not just kind of coming in and just being like, this is enough, always seeking growth, never closing their mind, and just having that hunger, you know, characteristic in them to want to grow and elevate them, not only themselves, but the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Every time we bring in people, we don't tell them, man, everything y'all are doing, I don't want y'all to see that y'all are doing it for us. I want y'all to see that we're doing it as a team for the brand. We want the brand to grow, because later on, who knows what this brand can do for us.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of the mindset that we look for in people. And as far as like skills right now, we need editors, because right now editing takes up probably like all of our life. Like we're there.
Monster.
What's that?
It's an absolute monster, bro. Editing is a monster. You see, that's really, y'all think I'm sleepy. It's because I've been up there looking at my camera and my computer. It's a monster, bro. So trust me, if nobody understand, I understand that. I also want to ask you guys this. Have you and your brother both came to the table and started to kind of figure out how to mitigate people coming in that have the right presentation, that's dressed well? Like you, have either one of you brothers ever played sports?
Not like on PlayStation.
What'd he say?
I said on PlayStation.
So the reason I ask that question the way I do is, anybody that's played sports, even if you guys, you can identify with this because you both intelligent brothers, you'll understand it. A lot of times you get on sports teams and you have the guys who come on the team because they got a passion for sports, they got a passion for what it is they do, and they're trying to hone their skill sets and get better at it. And then you have other guys who come on because they want to put on a uniform and look the role of those passionate players. With that being in mind, have you brothers came together and sat at the table and figured out a way to vet whoever the potential people are that you bring within that fold? Because I think being able to vet them and understand that the presentation matches what they actually are, it's going to be huge. It's going to be enormous, because then you can make sure you put in the right people in the right places and keep that thing moving forward.
Yeah. So right now we've kind of like seen that we like people that show action first. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there that are saying, hey man, I'm willing to help you. I charge this, and they put money first. And you learn to like, man, you know what? Like they ain't really trying to like.
That's not our style.
That's not our style. Like us, everything we've ever done would be like, man, let me show you what I could do, and then you let me know if this is worth it for you, you know, or if you like this, whatever. Show me your actions first, and then we can talk.
Okay.
And so that's first and foremost what would stand out to us. You know what I'm saying? That, okay, this guy, you know, he's bringing something to the table. You know, how can we work with him or whatnot? But as far as like us sitting down to see how we can go about bringing people in, no, we have not put that much thought into it, but we do. I feel like we just pay attention to energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? kind of just who's hungry.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
So I have a question for you. So being that this thing that started very minute has grown into something that maybe you didn't foresee, right? As barbers, how often do you get a chance to cut now, being that you're so hands-on with doing all the work with the apparel and the products? How, I mean, are you guys still cutting?
We only cut once a week now on Thursdays.
Wow.
We kept that open just of appreciation of like the clientele that we have built. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like I don't want to kick everybody out. You know what I'm saying? It's like I still.
Now is it still at mom's crib and
yeah, everything's still there.
Going, huh?
I love that, bro.
I'm telling you, every time we meet, you want to see it?
You cannot make that up, bro. I love that. That's probably.
I mean, you got.
I knew that this conversation with y'all was gonna be special, bro. I knew it was gonna be special because I never knew faded culture beyond seeing the apparel all over the damn world. So to be able to talk to the minds behind that, and then you guys, a lot of times, you know what they say, you don't want to meet people that you idolize, you don't want to meet people that you admire, because a lot of times when you meet them, they don't match up to what you thought they was, right? The representation of who you believe them to be isn't the identity that they show you once you do get a chance to meet them. Bro, y'all still working out of mom's crib. Y'all starting in the back of mom's crib. Y'all understanding of what you're doing up until this point has been support of being behind the chair, making connections with people through them clippers and through your personalities, and it's grown into this. I have no doubt that whatever you guys do moving forward is going to be blessed on to the world 10, 20, 30, 40 times over, bro. It's going to keep on folding out because it's authentic. It's coming from a real place.
Thank you. So, really appreciate that.
Definitely.
So I got a question. So, and this is just throwing and maybe something you guys never thought about. So because you guys haven't been able to scale back, you're going hard with the t-shirt, so it causes you to scale back with the trade. And I'm watching all these people shout outs, and somebody even said they had a faded culture. You had Tank be chopping. He loving you guys sending shouts, right? So have you guys ever thought, as it continues to grow, maybe a chain of barbershops, since you have a massive following?
So right now we just signed a lease space to finally move moms. We have we just signed a lease for a studio space. Okay. And then behind that, we're looking to open up a barber academy, a college.
I love it. So, I love it. Is that the post with the upstairs with the that look dope, bro?
Because
that's crazy.
You guys have so much going on, and you're building a following that I think it can branch out so many ways, right? Yeah. Far beyond just apparel and products. But you said, man, you got that following. Like, man, people want to be a part of something, and people want to be a part of a movement, and you guys are definitely capturing that. And so just to take it to that next level, and in the essence, because people would probably love to be part of a faded culture, barbershop, like you said, the academy. That's dope. So also tell me this, what does the 6'3" mean?
It's the FC in numerical order and the alphabetical order. So like, yeah.
He's
okay. Cause see, for me, you know what I thought it was, bro?
What's that?
When I seen the faded culture, right, and I see you guys are heavy on the black, right? The black and white, black and gray, gray and black, which is, listen, that's my move, right? That's my move. But when I seen it, I say, man, bro, they gonna be the next best thing to the Raiders movement, that old Oakland movement, bro. Because it's even with the what do you call it, the old English,
yeah,
the biker rocker kind of text. Yeah. I say, listen, bro, if I start seeing people with the old Oakland jerseys and the faded culture hat, I know what it is, bro. Because it lined up perfect. It lined up perfect, bro.
But just the thought of that 6'3", because all weekend, yeah, that's sweet tea in my cup. I ain't drinking no drink, not this week. But the whole weekend, I'm wondering, like, man, what is this 6'3"? And I didn't get a chance after I talked to you guys. It was still in my mind, but we were talking, and I didn't get a chance to ask. That's dope.
Yeah,
because it shows that it's detail, and you're really putting something deeper into it, and it's something that makes people ask, like, okay, you know, what does that mean? And, it's simple as it may be. It's also just as deep.
it is.
That's dope as hell.
It is.
Appreciate
So
it.
let me ask you all this, right? Now, I'm a bourbon collector, right? And in order to get the higher end bourbons that I'm looking for, a lot of times you can't just go in a store and buy it. Like, you got to be in line, or they got to know you. You know what I mean? It's like one of those kind of exclusives kind of things, right? In order to hunt the bourbon that I like, sometimes I go into the shops that I frequent the most, and I'll go in and I'll ask them, and do you have anything that your incentive to sell, right? Do you have any spirits in here that the company are giving you a bigger incentive the more units you move? That's my way of building a relationship with that liquor store, right? That way, when I come back for that bourbon that I'm looking for, it's my guy. You helped us move some units, or you come in and you buy your wine here, you buy your beer here. And I don't drink beer like that, but I'll frequent your shop just to make sure that I'm investing in that relationship, because that investment will then return eventually. That's how I run down most of my bottles. With that being said, is there any, for everybody watching, right? I'm pulling a lot of jewels out of them. I hope somebody paying attention, man. I hope y'all paying attention.
That's a good one.
Is there any particular units, or is it any particular models or whatever, backstock or anything that you guys are incentivized to move more of, that you want to see more units of and move?
So honestly, it's not a specific one, but I know right now we've been kind of pushing a lot of our like apparel out, and we've been trying to we're trying to prioritize now our products, our actual barbering products.
Okay.
A hair gel. We have our razors, our shave gel, and then like the Turkish and swing lock razors, and the capes, the barber smocks, stuff like that. The barbering line of things.
Okay. So I just saw that when I looked online. I didn't know that you guys also carry barbering products, but I did see the razor. I did see the smock, dope as hell. I'm not gonna cap that motherfucker hard. Excuse the language. I seen the capes and things. So my question is, how are you guys going to maneuver that so that it could be a little bit more focused on that? Are you prepared to maneuver it so it's more focused on those things? And also, two-part question, have you started to reach out to these shops to get bulk of those merchandises put in the shop with the, because in my mind, I see the faded culture tier, like you see the Suavecito tier with the big FC or the big 6'3", however y'all want to do it, you know what I'm saying? You put 6'3", PR too, but with the faded culture brand, but it now opens that door, like you said earlier, where I'm sorry, I'll be betting on them games if you come up, but don't worry about that, right? Opens up the door now where the clients and the people who aren't attached to barbering outside of their relationship with their barber are brought in, and they're brought into the culture too. Now you can start seeing faded culture and somebody background on TikTok because they still filming in their bathroom. That's what my mind goes. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to know if that's something you guys want to do, because the hat, I gotta go get that. That's a must, because like I told Ash before y'all got on, I've been looking around. I'd have tore my whole crib up looking for the hat, and I thought I bought one, but I don't have a faded culture hat. So the hat is a must. I'm gonna go get that. Like I said, the barber schmuck is a must. I'm tired of getting them little straight heads in my shirt. Then I go hug my wife and I'm stabbing her with stranger's hair. So we got to fix that immediately. So I think while I'm there, man, now that I know that you guys are trying to shift the direction, I'm going to go ahead and pick me up a razor, probably pick me up some hair gel and stuff too, just to help push that narrative, because I think that's dope, man. I love what you're doing. And if we can in any way help with that, we would love to help with that, man. Because
Hey, let me say this. So I watch you guys, and when I created my apparel, for the last 5 years, I started in 2018. I don't wear anything besides what I've created. And I noticed you guys, but I am definitely going to get online and rep y'all. And like I'm not into all the luxury. I ain't buying no Gucci. I ain't buying none of that shit. I'm repping me through. But y'all have something that means something to me, what I do every day, and it's part of the culture. And if I'm going to rep something, I want to rep something that means something to me. So I would definitely be purchasing some things. Also, when we were there, one of my homeboys, who he's a promoter and he's a DJ, right? So right before we left, we were leaving Monday and we had to head back out. And we were there, we were looking around, and one of the things about brands that I think really pull people in is the presentation.
Yeah.
Your bags, your tags on your shirts, just all the little details. He said, you know what, man? He said, let me circle back. I ain't no barber, but I gotta get some of that. So we doubled back. He came, he got a t-shirt and he got a hat. So we get back, our flight had been pushed back a little bit. So as we're getting ready, you know, he pulls it out, you know, he looks at it, the bag that the t-shirts were in, just the quality of everything. We like, man, this shit like on something. And like he ain't no, you know, and he wears my stuff too, but he was like, look, I ain't no barber, but I'm going back and I'm going to get this shit because they over there, they got it cracking over there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
definitely.
I'm like, so it's appealing, and I'm saying that to say it's appealing to everybody. And I've also seen the turn in the promotion, because like when I started to promote bearded guys or whatever, y'all putting women in there.
Right.
We all know that's right. So she might not have a fade, but all that shit look good. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, man, thinking outside the box, man, the presentation. So everything you guys are, you know, you guys are reeling them in. You had one of the hottest booths at CT, and I think that says a lot. This was our first time there, but I'm watching Tune 45. I'm watching a couple, but y'all had one of the hottest booths there, for real.
Thank you, man, for
real.
real.
Absolutely. It screamed. It was like a light to bugs, man. It had a magnetic feel about it. And at first, I thought it was the music. Like the music drew me in. But once I got over there and seen the backdrop, and I seen how you guys were working together with your team, like everybody was talking to people, everybody was having conversations with anybody that walked past, and it wasn't just pushing product on you. It was like, yo, what's going on? You're a barber, you a this, and it was like, damn, that's what it's supposed to be about. Like that's what it's supposed to feel like when you come to these expos and you come to a show. You're supposed to feel that kind of embrace. That's supposed to be organic. That's supposed to be genuine. That's supposed to be real. It shouldn't always be a conversation that's leading to a question: will you buy my product? Yeah. It should be a conversation that opens up the idea within the person organically. Like, damn, I want to support their brand. I want to support their product. So
nobody sold. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of something that that's another thing we always try to figure out, like how to go about, you know, we've never like being so, you know, you can tell when someone's just trying to sell you. It's not like, they're not really trying to build a genuine relationship with you. They don't really care. They just want to sell you something. They want to get your money and put it in their pocket.
Right.
We've never like, that thought never just sat right with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we never liked that. So it's like, why are we going to be that way?
Right.
So like, man, we're not out here to try to sell nobody. This is kind of just, this is who we are. This is what we do. How you doing? Just shake hands, get to know people. And you know what I'm saying? And if you happen to want to buy some of our stuff, you know, it's right here. But as far as like trying to sell or push something on you, we don't like to make anybody feel obligated to anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we really appreciate that. Speaking on behalf of myself and all the other dope ass barbers out there, because I consider myself the you know what I'm saying, the president of the dope ass barber club. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on my behalf of that, I appreciate that about you. I appreciate that about anybody that's in this industry, that's pouring something back into it, and that's taking it to new heights. Because right now, what you guys may not realize, you may not realize the magnitude or the amount of responsibility that you have. But right now, with what you're doing and how you guys are doing it with your company and with your brand, you're opening up doors, not just for yourself, but you open up doors for those barbers coming behind you. That's inspired by the movement that you're making. That's inspired by what you got going on, that's see that as motivation to like, man, if those brothers was able to do it, maybe I can too. Maybe I could figure out something for me, or maybe I have something. Maybe they meet that next client that believe in them the way your clients believe in you. And you know what I mean? You opening the door for the industry. This is how the barber and hair and the beauty industry turned into a $2 billion, $6 billion business. Entrepreneurial mindsets like you all's, that's pushing the agenda forward, that's making it more than just cutting hair, i.e. y'all cutting y'all way out.
No doubt.
Y'all
No doubt.
way out. Definitely.
So
Go ahead, Oz, my bad.
oh no, I'm
gonna talk your ear off. I'm gonna talk your ear off, dude. Like, I'm gonna talk to you, bro.
So one, I just want to also say this, man. With the tremendous following that you guys have, want to tell you that we appreciate, one, you being willing to come on here. Two, you being as humble as you are. You know, you go to some of these expos and trade shows, and you got guys who, you know, have following, barbers who have following, men and women, and, you know, poke their chest out because they have following, a little bit of fame in the industry. And I think you'll continue to do great things because you're accessible and you're humble, and that's huge. And we greatly appreciate it. The other question I wanted to ask, with you pushing the brand so hard, how many shows do you guys go to annually at this point?
So, I mean, this year's the one that we're doing the most. Last year was our first one, was at CT.
Okay.
First show that we showed face and did something. We saw that's when we firsthand saw like the potential the brand had, how much love people had for the brand, and people wanted us and see us face to face and get to know us. So we're like, damn, okay, well, you know, this year let's kind of show more face and kind of try to touch a lot more places, show love to different shows. There's a lot more shows that we can't touch, you know what I'm saying? Because we, like I said, we're still a small team, so it's hard for us to be everywhere and, you know, try to please everybody and be with everybody. But we're trying to touch as many as we can.
Okay.
It's still with the fact that we're about to open our own school here and all that stuff. But this year we've next we're in a week. Yeah, in a week we're going. Next week we're going to Brownsville. We'll be in Brownsville for a barber battle down there. And then after that, we're going to Colorado. No, we're having one here, July 9th at Barber.
Okay.
Another barber battle. It's a barber battle in Expo. And then after that, we have Colorado Rumble on the Rockies. Okay. And and then we're still having like a few more that iffy. We might do, we might not. Okay. But those for sure we're going to be at. Okay. That'll probably wrap up this year, you know, of going to shows. Because like I said, we don't know. We're opening up this school. We don't know how much of our time it's going to take. I'm pretty sure a lot. Yeah. Kind of all over the place. Everything we do, we like to kind of be all in and do it right. No doubt. So I don't want to half-ass anything. And you know what I'm saying? Okay.
It shows in what you're doing. Like he was saying, with just the bag, the presentation of how everything is neatly packed, the tags, them thick ass, like you could throw them and cut somebody tag, like all that. Huh?
You could stab somebody with those cards.
Right.
To me, that say something though, because you could have put a little flimsy tag on it or a stick on it, but you didn't. You handled that thing like, I got pride in this, so I want you to see the pride that I have in it. Like that says a lot to me. Now, what I am interested in, right? I got some hot, real quick questions, right? Okay. First thing come to mind is this is the part of the podcast we kind of lighten it up a little bit for everybody on here, so they can really get another perception of the mind, another glimpse of the mind, right? I'm gonna say two things, right? Okay. Both of y'all, don't take time to answer. Don't cheat either, little brother. Back, don't watch you, bro. I could tell he gonna let you answer, then he gonna say something else. So y'all at the same time, I'm gonna say two things and you just pick one, right? We're gonna do 3 rounds of that, right? I'm putting you on the spot. You ready?
Same time, or you want to one answer first?
Same time. Same time. And if we need clarity, we'll get clarity. We gonna make it work, right? 2 things. Okay. First thing, and it's a wall.
Wall.
Okay. Second thing, sweaty haircut or crying kid haircut?
Sweaty haircut.
Sweaty haircut. Okay. Third thing. You ready for this one?
Got it.
A fresh faded culture, black cap with the black FC, fresh black faded culture sweatshirt with the white, or 2 pairs of brand new fresh low top Air Force Ones.
Wait, say it again. The faded culture fit or
The
two?
faded culture fit, or 2 brand new fresh icy bottom. I'm talking about lick the bottom Air Force Ones, low top.
Ooh, faded culture.
I think the faded culture.
Better
bro.
pick the faded culture, man. I had me worried for a minute there, man. I like to ask these guys those questions, man, because it's one, it takes the pressure off thinking that the whole process is just, we just gonna throw a bunch of questions at you and you gotta come up with these answers, bro. Y'all real human beings, y'all really cut hair, like y'all really barbers. So those are barber. I got another one. Hold up, I just hit another one because these barbershop questions, these questions that come out the shop, right?
Bring them.
LeBron or Kobe?
Ooh, Kobe.
Hey man, I think they're my new best friends. I ain't asking them no more questions. They're my new best friends, man. They're my new best friends.
Bro.
Batman and Superman.
That's what's up.
Batman and Superman.
Batman.
I'll say Superman.
Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Now we got some conversation. We got some dilemma going. Why you say Batman?
Oh man, I just like, first of all, I like his aesthetic. Have you seen him? Like in the movies, he just has like the coolest gadgets.
The new Batman garbage. That new one, he garbage.
If a superhero was to wear faded culture, it would be Batman.
Okay.
I like that. There you go. Now come on, Superman. Tell me something about Clark Kent.
I mean, he's swole, bro. He's pretty boy. Oh, he's Superman. Everybody knows Superman. Like, that's like the one character you grow up knowing.
Batman too. Everyone knows Batman.
Thanks, bro. Listen, that's a never-ending debate. When y'all get off the live, you're gonna be like, "How the fuck you say Superman?" Bro? What? That's a never-ending debate. But I want to throw them out there, man. So if you could say anything to the inspiring, faded culture, inspired barber out there right now watching this, that's taking in you guys, taking in your personalities, taking in your approach to the business, but not only that, y'all maintaining y'all closeness as brothers, because that's rare in this industry. This is an industry that brings you into this kind of financial security, can tear a family apart. The fact that y'all still rocking tough and tight together as brothers with money involved, look, shout out, hats off to you, bro. That in itself speaks volumes about both of y'all identity as individuals. So if you can look into the eyes right now on your camera of the faded culture inspired barber, which I tell you, it's a lot of big names on that list too, because I've seen guys who had entire booths with faded culture gear on.
No doubt.
So a lot of big names on that list. What would you tell them, and how would you tell them to keep pushing, keep going forward, bro?
I mean, honestly, I tell them keep going and never stop caring about what you're doing. Stay passionate, because I feel like not too many people, and not just in barbering, outside of barbering in general, nobody really cares about what they do. They just do it in a habitual manner, day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just continue. Don't lose your passion. And if you don't have a passion yet, you know, that should be your mission. Search for your passion and continue to care about what you do, because that's whatever you do has your name on it, and that's your reputation.
I like that. I like that. What about you? You got some wisdom back there because you got the all black on, so I know it's some wisdom.
For like the up and coming.
Yeah, for them too, because there's a lot of them. We the up and coming. So now you're talking to us. Tell us something.
I mean, no shit. This is
We're all up and coming.
It's for everybody, and this is even I get caught up with myself. Is I always tell people, start where you're at with what you got. A lot of people always get stuck. Oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I can't afford a camera. Dude, our first camera was like $300. You know what I'm saying? I know you can take it. And now our cameras, thankfully, we've been able to save up and work our way up. But that's with everything and anything. With starting to cut hair, always complaining what clippers are too expensive. Dude, there's $30 clippers. You know what I'm saying? You could borrow some. I used to, when I started, I would borrow his clippers or my other friend's clippers. Like, just start where you're at with what you got.
Yeah, for sure.
He was the sticky fingers guy in the shop, man. Have you seen Cut Flow Dre? He got a sticky finger dance video. You gotta go watch that video.
Oh yeah,
yeah, bro. Yeah, and that's what it's about, man. The guy that come and grab it off the station, right? He's gonna sneak up and get that thing off the station. But man, again, this first, let me shout out to the people that's watching, because we didn't exclude y'all, and I'm so sorry. It was a lot of questions came up, but these fellas, they had me intertwined in they comments and what they were saying. I was tuned in. At this point, this is one of them episodes where I become a fan, man, and I'm more dialed in and listening and watching than I am communicating and talking. So I apologize for everybody that had questions down there, and for all those 40 questions of Faded Culture, promote me, Faded Culture, let me be the ambassador. That's not the way you do that. You don't come on the live and do that. The way you do that is they told you how to do that. So now if you want to figure out how to do that, you're going to have to go watch this video back because you wasn't paying attention. But what you did ain't how you do that. But we ain't nothing here nor there. This is the I Cut My Way Out podcast. We here every Wednesday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. If you know somebody, or if you are somebody, or if you tuned in and locked in with Faded Coaching, and you just want to come on the podcast and show them love, all you got to do is reach out, hit the inbox. All you got to do is post it on social media. Let them know, look, I'm shouting out the I Cut My Way Out podcast and the Faded Culture crew. We love what you do. We see those things. They see those things. That's how you line yourself up with people moving in this industry.
Amen.
For sure.
What else would you guys like to, I should go ahead, man. I done took up a lot of camera time, man, because like I said, man, I'm excited. Man.
I just have just one other question, and we play off of each other very, very well. Mm-hmm. We were talking this weekend, and I don't see him as outgoing, but I got a little outgoing to me, but he's more outgoing. But I just sit back. When or who was that person that purchased, whether it was at a trade show or contacted you? Who was that one person that made a purchase or hit you guys to let you know that we're on to something? Mm. We're here.
It was a few, because I wouldn't even say it was not even the people that purchased something. It was the genuine feedback that we got from people shaking our, because you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we've been on YouTube for like a couple of years now. Mm-hmm. And us giving out just free education on YouTube has been to a lot of lives, and in the beginning we didn't see how much of an impact that was even going to have. You know what I'm saying? We just mm-hmm. thought cut hair and showcase how we do what we do, and we didn't think what impact it was going to have. So for people to come up to see us in Connecticut and shake our hand and damn near look us in the eye and be like, man, because of you, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of those conversations that we had up in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Meeting a lot of people saying, because of you, you helped me get out of this situation, or you helped me put money in my pocket when I didn't have money. You helped me, you know what I'm saying? Those type of comments were the reason that kind of helped make our decisions to be like, okay, like we have something. Let's put our foot on the pedal and go all in with the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I would imagine something like that just from listening to y'all and the energy that you come with. Also, I wanted to say something that I didn't say earlier. The fact that your mom is still letting y'all move in her house the way she is speaks to the way that you guys were brought up.
Yeah.
Family, togetherness. I got your back. I support you.
Yeah. You know, I love my home.
Don't bleed into what you do. It's just that's who you are. The brand is you. The brand is representation of that. So I love that. Hats off to that. I do have a question. This is the question I thought Ash was finna ask y'all, but he made me think about it. See, I'm gonna take his thunder. He should have asked. The question I want to ask you is, now that you fellas have been a part of the I Cut My Way Out podcast, this is gonna be available forever, man. Because stuff like this, we try to keep it alive, hold it up in the light, so that people see it. People can get that identity. People can get that experience. But now that you've been a part of that, right? I want you to listen real close to this part. Who, if anybody, would you like to see next on the I Cut My Way Out podcast so that they can do their job and inspire, share their story, be transparent, and all that come with it? But before you answer that you got to help us get them on here.
Yeah. Okay. Who would I like to see get interviewed? I would probably. Who?
Pacino's.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Probably Pacino's. Just because one of the, he started kind of, from the bottom. He created a brand. You know what I'm saying? From nothing. I've been following him and been inspired by him for a long time. So I would say Pacino's.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip that part.
Okay.
Send it to him.
Pacino.
And clip the part where I went to his class when I was like, I think it was 17 or 18 years old.
Really?
He had a class here in San Antonio, and I went to his.
Listen, hey, everybody watching right now, put Pacino's in the comments, because understand that's when I'm get off here after I go get my smock, my razor, my gel, and my hat. I'm clipping that, and I'm gonna go on y'all page, and I'm gonna find that video,
okay,
and I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna send it to y'all,
okay,
to him, and we gonna send it to him, and we gonna blow his inbox up. Anybody else on here in the comments that
we'll have
Pacino's blow up?
What's his handle?
At Pacino.
At Pacino's, yeah.
At Pacino's. Anybody in the comments, anybody that want to help us get Pacino's on here, you want to receive that clip too, go to the I Cut My Way Out podcast. You can hit this little drop down arrow, hit follow, turn on your post notifications, but also hit the inbox so I can see you. That way I can boop and send it to you, and you send it to him. Let's see how he react when he get 100 and some messages of the same video clip. We finna start putting pressure on this industry. Every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, the pulse of the barber industry will beat its loudest right here.
Yep.
Because supposed to do. Guys like y'all have been putting the work in, and we want to be the people to help hold you into the light, because that's what you're supposed to be. That's how we keep stuff like this happening.
No doubt.
Somebody held Pacino's in the light.
Mm-hmm.
Became what he became.
No doubt.
We gonna hold you in the light, and you gonna hold the next person in the light
all day.
And it's gonna go crazy, bro. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna go crazy. So we done had y'all on here, man. I don't want to hold up too much of your time, and I think my dog just took a shit because I'm smelling shit up here somewhere. So I gotta go do that. You feel me? But I again, thank you so much for taking y'all time, man, and coming and chopping it with us.
Just like you said, man, we want to thank you. Serge, I knew you was a real one when we connected, and you gave me your personal phone number.
Yeah.
That let me know out the gate a lot about your character right then and there. You know, we what, CT is a month ago, and here we are, man. So you holding true to it. Again, humble spirits, man. We wish y'all nothing but the best of luck. We're going to support. We're going to continue to follow. Hope you guys do the same with us. And, man, we're doing our part to continue pushing the culture forward and celebrating all of our wins. For so long, people didn't appreciate what barbers brought to the world in general just because we were barbers. We cut hair. And so guys like you, we're giving you your flowers, letting people know that we're here. And keep doing our thing, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Likewise.
Everybody tuned in, we thank you guys, all the love that they show. This is probably one of the, and we've done a lot, and we've had some heavy names on here, and this might be the most, the biggest one in terms of the love, in terms of the comments that were given out. Man, y'all.
Anytime somebody jump on and say, I got a faded culture tattoo on me, you've done something, bro. Like, you've accomplished something in this industry, bro. For real, for real.
Y'all some rock stars, bro. They I love you. When I seen Tank be chopping, when he was commenting on here, he almost acted like he didn't have a following, bro.
Yeah.
He like,
but you know Tank humble anyway.
Right.
Listen, Tank, bro.
Tank,
I got so much love for that dude, it'll blow your mind, bro. Tank is a real dude, man. Like, he's just a real dude. And I think Tank is such a hard worker that he don't really pay attention to his following. He's trying to just, Tank is one of them guys like, y'all, you know what I know about y'all, what make y'all similar? Y'all are in an ever pursuit of perfection. See, that's what I do when I cut hair, right? I'm always chasing perfection because I know I can't catch it.
Yep.
But that don't mean I can't chase it like I can.
Exactly what I tell a lot of people.
Man, that don't mean that. So for you, I want y'all to wrap it up, man, because y'all, hey, it's Faded Culture, baby. What more can you really say, bro? What more can you really say? I want y'all to get close again, because this gonna be part of that clip. Look at the lens and close this thing out for the people, man.
Close it out. I'll tell them.
Okay, I mean, to everybody that's been watching, thank y'all so much. To everybody for the continued support that we've been having all over the world. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the love that we've been getting these past few years. We just know that we're going to continue to keep pushing this brand to as
far as we can,
as God allows us to push it, and hopefully we keep inspiring and keep growing the culture, as high as it can. Mm-hmm. And one thing I will leave to people, something that I carry with me in my pocket, in my back pocket, is, as a little note to self, is because a lot of people I feel like are wanting to do things like build a brand and do their own thing, and in terms like a YouTube channel or whatever. A lot of people get discouraged because they think they're not good in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And we told that this little quote that I live by is, just create art, and while people debate whether they like it or not, create more art. You know what I'm saying? And just keep your head down, keep working. That's what we do. Another thing I want to say is, because there's times where we're so busy, we're caught up in trying to perfect everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you like the fact that we're humble and that we talk to everybody, and we try to talk and answer to every DM, answer to every comment, because we don't want to ever come off like that guy that, like we're up here or none of that. You know what I'm saying? We're down here with everybody. But if we don't get back to y'all, it's because we're just working and we're trying to elevate this brand as far as it can go. And with that being said, I'll thank y'all, and I appreciate the love that we've got up until this point.
No doubt. Look, bro, you have anything to say?
Yeah.
You got something to say?
Everything that he said is on point, and it's cliche, but we really wouldn't be here without, the supporters.
No doubt, man.
Super, man. I can't believe it.
So right. So don't hold y'all too much long. We know got your families, man. Again, we appreciate it, man. Everybody, thank you again, man. Follow Faded Culture. If you don't already, follow the I Cut My Way Out podcast as well. We do this every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Never know who will be on here, man. Yeah.
And
thanks.
Make sure when you get a chance, hey, big shout out to Mom's Duke. Make sure she get that. Make sure she get that from tell her the whole barbering community. That's out that back room, without them bedrooms. Hey, we'll be around here in them white t-shirts, them long ass white t-shirts in 2001, trying to cut hair, tripping over our knees.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all been real, bro. Y'all been super real. Expect that clip coming real soon.
All right.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, man. Y'all have a great night, man. Thanks.
Likewise, brother. Thank y'all for having us.
Yes, sir.